What I'd like to do is just talk a little bit about depression. I've got some questions that I think that'll frame our discussion tonight. I don't know that we're sensitive to the number of people in our lives that are dealing with depression or different types of depression. And because we're probably not aware, we're miscasting them, mislabeling them, or misunderstanding where they're coming from. And I think if we can understand depression a little bit more, we could be better ministers. Whether that's prisoners in a prison dealing with depression, it's your children, your parents. There's certain things that I think a wise follower of Christ need to know. And if you are possibly dealing with depression yourself, be it grief or loss or major depression or various types we'll discuss tonight, I think it's also prudent to know, okay, what is this? What is my way out of this? So tonight we're gonna look at Psalm 42 near the end of the evening here, and we're also going to look at our friend Elijah that we talked about Sunday in 1 Kings chapter 19. But first of all, let's look at our first question. What is the definition of depression? You know, let's start with that. And I think that the interesting thing that we need to know about it is it's just, in one way it's an elevation, in another way it's a decrease, and in another way it's a change. Depression is an elevated sense of possibly agitation, frustration, certainly worry, anxiety, negative ideation and ideas coming across you, negativity, cynicism, even suicidal ideation, or wanting to quit. These are some things that are fatigue, sleepless, change in sleep, change in appetite, change in desire, change in pleasurable activity, change in energy, being lethargic, a lower desire to do things. And even this kind of like brain fog that creeps in, and we're not thinking clearly, we're not logically rationalizing things. These are all symptoms of depression. And these things usually last about 2 weeks, as I said Sunday, or a prolonged period of time, a long duration of time, where it settles in on a person emotionally. And it almost slightly becomes, if you're not careful, it becomes a new norm. It becomes a new standard on which to measure things. And it's almost like I don't care, I don't want, I just leave me alone. And then there's an isolation that creeps in.